Yo, what's going on, y'all? So, I want to do a couple reaction videos to some of whatever clips that they have. I like their podcast. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like Fresh and Fit a little bit, just a little less aggressive. Even though I like Fresh and Fit as well, because I watch both podcasts. You know, it's just similarities and then there's differences between the two. But anyway, so let's get into this, man. We just gonna watch like two or three random clips. We're gonna check out the comments. I don't know what these clips are, so whatever they say, I'm gonna be just as surprised as you guys. All right, so let's do this.
Much just when the whole vibe chemistry thing, it's to me, it's just this nebulous term. What does that even mean? I mean,
Nebulous.
I often hear from girls, the guy could otherwise be perfectly pleasant, treat you well, even be attractive,
Checks all the boxes.
but you just don't feel that. And like, guys,
What is guys?
it's just very different because guys, we don't we don't look. Also, I think it's the vibe is something the guy brings. It's the guy that's lacking something that is eliciting the vibe in you. The vibe. How often do women bring the vibe?
Man, got a point, man.
It's just the guy isn't charismatic enough. He's not funny. He's not entertaining. He's not.
Well,
he's
what I'll
not-
say is I bring my vibe everywhere that I go.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so about this whole vibe thing, man, like, people just gotta stop trying to put a term on everything. I mean, okay, I get it. Never mind. There's a reason for the term vibe, and maybe I just don't like the word vibe or toxic. Those are like two overused things. Everybody's toxic. You know, I'm not vibing with this person. Like, yo, shut up, son. But anyway, just to be real, like, both parties need to bring some kind of energy to the room or some kind of personality, not just one person. As the man, it's not just solely his job to bring the entertainment. Because last time I checked, the point of dating is to try to, see if you guys are a potential match for a relationship. So why is that only one party is putting out more than the other one? Is what I'm saying. So it shouldn't have to be where the guy has to bring the energy and stuff. Like, he has to pay for the date. He has to open your car door. He has to take you to the place, take you back home. And he also has to have a personality. What are you doing the whole time? And then I know a lot of people don't like stuff like that because they're like, oh no, they're females. They're not supposed to do nothing. Like, look, shut up. All right. Times are different. Stop with that old school mentality. And I love old school. For those that know me, you know I'm rocking with the old school 90 to 95% of the way, because I like how things was done back then. But one thing that the old heads need to know is that the times are changing. Only reason why you guys was opening the car doors and paying for this, that, and the third, because times was different. You guys didn't have social media that does majority of the things for you. Okay, there was no virtual dating. There was no Tinder back then. When you wanted to meet somebody, you had to go out and meet them. Whether it's at a park, whether it's at a club, whether it's at school, wherever it may be, you had to go out and meet that person face to face. So you had to, bring your A game. And sometimes you was put on the spot compared to now where you got filters and you got, different makeups and, like, you don't have to be yourself when you're online. You're this total different person. So, I don't know, man. Like, you can't keep comparing the older times to this generation because things are way different now than it is back then. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's check out some of these comments, man. Let's see what they got to say. I always took wishy-washy reasons like chemistry to mean she doesn't like you, but she doesn't want to say why. Can we stop using the term? Okay, see, it's not just me. It's gotten to the point of annoyance and losing all meaning. Just say you, just say you have a dopamine addiction. All right, it's nothing but lust, and that is a huge problem. Everyone brings the vibe. It's a matter of matching compatible vibes. You need to stop with the trying to match your compatible. Like, that's another thing that people need to stop trying to do. Stop trying to find somebody who's like you or who's in the there's a there's a reason why they say opposites attract. Okay, two different, like okay, perfect example. Me and my wife been married 14 years, long years. But anyway, I like to watch anime. I love all types of animes. I love it so much. I got my daughters into it, and she's introducing me to new anime. So we good. But my wife couldn't stand anime. Why are you watching stuff that you don't understand what they saying? And why are they doing this, that? And, like, she wasn't an anime person until she actually sat down and watched. I said, if you don't I just said, look, before you start criticizing something, you should learn to, open your mind a little bit. Stop stop just dwelling on what you know. Step into my world a little bit. Yes, sir. And she did. I'm not saying she's like an anime holic where she's watching anime left and right, but she does know a few animes off the top of her head that she likes. Like the biggest one is Assassination Classroom. She used to watch Bleach a little bit. It was another anime that me and her used to watch. I can't remember what it was. It was like I think it was Special 7 or Agent 7. It was something like that. But we used to watch it. We watch a couple animes together, and she gets into it sometimes. So like if I'm watching it on the TV, she'll watch it, and you could tell she's getting into it, but she'll try to act like nah, it is what it is. I'm good. But she's into it. That's what I mean. She never used to like anime, but when she got with me, started getting her into it. Video games. She wasn't like a big video game holic until me and her got together. She used to play games, but not, like how we do now. Gears of War, Left 4 Dead, stuff like that. She was never into those kind of games. She got into it because I was into it. Like, she eventually got into it. She liked to play, and then bada bing, bada boom. Now she likes to play. But stuff like that is what I'm talking about. Like, it don't have to be to where you guys always trying to, we need to match finances, and you need to match my level of hustle. And shut up. Shut up. Dang. All right, but anyway, before I get frustrated, let's go on to the next clip, man. Let's see what they got. How are we going to the next? Oh, there we go.
Relationship-wise, you're not going to like be at a bar and walk up to an ugly girl trying to
Why
get
not?
a relationship with her. You're gonna walk up to the prettiest girl that you
As
see
you
in the
tell.
bar, going for girls too. You're gonna walk up to the most attractive guy you see in the bar. Like everything
actually-
I don't know what's
first,
going on
initially,
here.
I believe is based off appearance.
I would actually disagree. Like when you say the guys go up to the most attractive girl, I actually think it's kind of more like the average, maybe like above average girls that actually get the most attention, because most guys see like the really, really, really hot
we
girl,
kinda
and some
like,
guys
hey,
actually might be like,
Nah, I'm good.
I got no chance.
I'll
So
go
they're
for the
actually the
6 or
girls
7,
who are
man.
like 7s and 6s. And,
See?
like, bro, those are the girls that are putting up numbers for
That's what
sure.
I'm saying.
Relationship-
Shoot, they putting up numbers on the stat sheet, man. And I get it. I don't know what this chick talking about, but most guys don't go for the I guess the 10. No, screw that. Ain't none of y'all females out here no 10s. You ain't no perfect. Actually, 9s at best, man. 9s at best. So anybody going over here to no 9s and like, yo, babe, let's go kick it. Yeah, that's my pickup line. Most guys are not doing that. They go into the average schmoes, the average females, the 6s and the 7s, and because they think they got a better shot. That's just how it is. A bar is literally the worst place on earth to begin a relationship. I mean, I've never been to a bar, but just going off of what I've heard and seen about bars is probably not the best place you want to go. That and clubs, if you're talking about being in a healthy relationship. I'm not saying that there is no relationship on this planet that has met at a bar or at a club. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's a low probability. It's a low chance that you will end up in a healthy relationship meeting someone at a bar or a club. I'm not saying there's a no chance. There's no possibility. It's just a small chance. That's all I'm saying. Don't date people you meet in the bar. Yep, well done, Brian. Girls who are 8 or 9s think they're 20s. So logical. Men know this. And if they're cute, yeah. All right, I ain't really got too much to say about this one. So we're going to make this the last one.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much just when the whole vibe, chemistry thing, to me, it's just this nebulous term. What does
Bro, I
that
tell
even
you, if
mean?
I hate another word, vibe,
I mean, I often
if I
hear
keep
from
hearing
girls,
that word, it's
the
gonna
guy
be a
could
problem.
otherwise be perfectly pleasant, treat you
somebody
well,
right into that
even be
printer.
attractive,
Checks all the boxes.
but you just don't feel that. And like, guys, it's just very different because guys, we don't look. Also, I think it's the vibe is something the guy brings. It's the guy that's lacking something that is eliciting the vibe in you. The vibe. How often do women bring the vibe?
Man, got a point.
It's just the guy isn't charismatic enough. He's not funny. He's not entertaining. He's not.
Well, what I'll say is I bring my vibe everywhere that I go.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much just.
Okay, so let me get something straight about this whole vibe check, man. You need to stop. I don't care if it's the males that's doing it. I don't care if it's the females doing it. You need to stop trying to check the vibe. Oh, man, I got to make sure. This guy's vibe was off, man. I wasn't feeling it, man. I'm saying if you want a happy and healthy relationship, you cannot go based off of your feelings. Let me say that again. You cannot have a healthy/happy relationship going off of your feelings. Do you know why? Because your feelings change like the weather. You're happy one moment, you stub your toe, and it's like your whole day is done. You done stubbed your toe, you dropped your drink, food spilled all over the floor, your cat getting away. It's always something. All right, so now your whole day is ruined. So you shouldn't go based off of your feelings. You shouldn't go based off of a vibe. You got to get to know the person. It takes more than one date to get to know a person. I don't care what anybody says about first impressions. Yes, you should try to impress, the person that you're trying to date, or, why is everybody coming in here? Go ahead, man, put it back. You shouldn't try to impress anybody. Well, I mean, not you shouldn't try to impress anybody, but you shouldn't be. I'm trying to think about how to say this, man. When you guys are dating, it should be a 50-50 thing, in my opinion. I say that because you don't know the person that you're getting with. The only thing I would say about a date is, as far as safety-wise, me personally, now I'm not saying that everybody, should do this. Me personally, I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to bring you home, if it's just a horrible date, nah, bro, you taking an Uber. But if it's just not a date where we're just not clicking, where, like we're beefing or something like that, nah. Like, come on, man. I'm gonna take you home as long as there's nothing crazy. Put it like that. But anyway, I'm not paying. I'm just gonna be I'm gonna let you know right off the rip. I'm not paying. I'm only paying for myself. That's it. I'm not paying for your free meal. I know some people will be like, oh, what kind of gentleman are you? Travesty, no. Look here, man. I don't know you from this Epsom salt that I'm looking at right now. Okay? Don't sit here and tell me that I have to pay for you, and then we don't end up being together, yada yada, this is that and the third. Stop going based off of what the OGs used to do back in the day. And and most of the people who know me, they know I love the way old school do things. I do, because majority of the things old school is original. It's from the heart. It's I don't know, it's just more genuine in my opinion. But nowadays, everything, the way it's looking, I'm glad I'm not out in the dating world. Like, it just feels forced. Like, everybody feels like they're forced to be in a relationship. And you're not. You go on a date, it turns out to be bad, whatever. But don't sit there and be like, oh, well, because he didn't pay, that makes him a bum, this, that, and the third. No, he's just trying to feel you out. See if you're legit. Because I'm only paying for my girl. That's it. I'm only paying for my girl. I'm not paying for Sally. I'm not paying for Tammy. I'm not paying for all these different dates. I'm not going. No. You're going to pay for your meal. I'm going to pay for my meal. We're going to go about our day, and then we're just going to keep it moving until we start clicking. We start getting to know each other more. This, that, and the third. Then yes. Then I'm going to start paying. Then I'm going to start paying. I'm still not opening your car door. You got 2 hands, man. Just walk to the car. You got 2 feet. You know, use them to get in the car. That's it. I'm not doing all that. Like, it's just a lot of, you know, like you can't stop going off of old school things in this new generation. It's impossible because a lot of things that's going on now was not going on. Well, it wasn't as big back then, like social media and all that stuff. Most of you guys know what I'm talking about. So you can't sit here and compare, you know, like want the same thing back in the day if you're not going to be a back in the day kind of person, whether that's a male or a female. You cannot expect those results with this mindset, this new generation mindset. You know, because I'm seeing a lot of these videos. Oh, no, he don't pay for me in the first G. He's a bum. Bad man. He shouldn't be doing that. He should be paying for me. What? Who the heck are you? You could have took like 2 or 3 other dudes out. Just the same day. Everybody just paying for you. Look at it, man. But yeah, me and my wife had these conversations all the time. And it's funny. It's funny, you know, just hearing her take on it. You know, she thinks that the males should pay on a first date. But I'm like, your opinion doesn't count. You know why? I said, because you still have that old school mentality. You're not out there. You know, if you still think that a man should pay on a first date, then I'm going to just pull a strand of your hair out because that's not happening. But anyway, you know, I'm going to dive deeper, you know, more into that a little later, maybe my next video. But just for right now, these are just my takes on these kind of videos, vibes, and stop with that word, please. Just, okay, maybe not stop with it. I'm just annoyed with it. That's all. You know, it is what it is. You got to have a personality when you start going on dates. And I'm talking about males and females. Stop going with your expectations so high. I'd rather have under-seasoned chicken than over-seasoned chicken because I can easily add some more salt to my chicken if it's under-seasoned compared to if I over-seasoned it. Pretty much got to throw out the whole chicken now. Can't just pour water on it and, you know, expect the chicken to still taste good. No, that ain't happening. So I'd rather go with medium to low expectations than to go with high expectations and then get, you know, played, put it like that. So yeah, that's my take on it, man. If you guys got a different opinion, hit your boy up in the comment section, man. There ain't no beef here. So don't take nothing I say personally. Just listen to it with an open mind, open heart, and we can have a genuine conversation. And yeah, till my next clip, man. Deuces.